Hello and welcome back to NSUSpartans.com. Norfolk State University falls tonight to North Carolina A&T 78-47. We have with us Marian Brooks and Coach Debra Clark. We first start with Marian Brooks, one of the three seniors on this team. Marian, we talked about the ball game, and it was just the start, really, that got the Spartans down 13-0 run to start the ball game for A&T, and they kept it going from there.
Right, it's always difficult when you come out and you fail to match or surpass the opponent's energy and level of intensity, and that's what kind of got us down in the beginning.
You look at the game, they hit a couple of threes tonight, 12 of 24 from downtown. The Spartans are 0 of 10, and again, it's just one of those things that we struggle with a little bit as the year's gone along. It's been a microcosm of our season. Didn't shoot the ball well from downtown. Got some good looks inside, got some baskets to fall inside, but again, we didn't loosen it up for the post players to get things going inside.
Right, Ross. And shooting from downtown, sometimes it can go either way with hot and cold shooting nights, but you always know that you want to focus on making those high percentage chance shots, the layups, the short corner, jump shots, the jump shots in the paint, shots that you know you can make, just step up with confidence and knock them down.
Also, a big issue was free throw line. A&T went to the free throw line 13 times in the first half, 11 of 13, only went to the free throw line 3 times in the second half, so the defense got better. But again, it's just the start to the ball game, which has to be better.
Right, they were aggressive right away, and the Spartans, we did respond in the second half, but time was running out. You were playing against the clock more than you were the opponent, and when time ran out, we just didn't get the job finished.
We welcome in the head coach at Norfolk State University, Coach Debra Clark. First of all, Coach Clark, we'll talk about the game, and then we'll talk about the season as a whole. Again, we mentioned it tonight, 13-0 to start, and we just didn't get in the rhythm to start the ball game.
Well, that really was the biggest factor of our loss tonight, because a good team like A&T, you can't give them a head start and not, expect to compete. I thought that we came out a little tentative. I thought we were a little careless with the ball. Maybe it was nerves or what have you, but we just didn't execute offensively and defensively. And as we were trying to get ourselves together, they were continuing to score. And that was pretty much the story of the first half. But I think the second half, we settled down a little bit better, but again, we had dug ourselves such a deep hole, and it was really tough to get out, especially against a good team like North Carolina A&T.
Coach, we talked a little bit about how this game went along in the second half. Played a lot better. You shot the ball well, hit some easy layups, got in the passing lanes, got some fast break points. Talk a little bit about what happened after halftime that we did well.
Well, I thought we were a little bit more aggressive. I thought the first half we were very, very timid in everything we were doing, offensively, defensively, handling the ball. I thought the second half we were a little bit more relaxed, but we were aggressive. We were attacking the basket, making the extra pass. I saw the girls making a concerted effort to box out and pursue the rebound, which we were kind of tentative in the first half. But again, the game is 2 halves. I told them I was real pleased with the second half effort, but you have to play 2 halves. And, you're playing as you advance in the tournament. Naturally, the teams get better, so your play has to improve. Outstanding. I told them we did well yesterday, but we need a little bit more to be successful today against A&T.
We'll talk senior, and then we'll talk about the future. We looked at what these 3 seniors brought to the program. Marian, Rika, and Batavia, all 3 of them. Marian here shaking her head as if she's not one of the people I'm talking about. She's right here. But again, you talked a little bit about what they meant to your program. They were 3 first recruits.
Right, and they are, they'll always be special to me, because again, they were my first recruiting class. And when we came here, like I said, the 2 years prior to our arrival, the program had won 5 games in 2 years. And with Marian, Rika, and Batavia came here, they knew they were accepting an uphill battle. They accepted the challenge. Each year during their tenure, we've improved. Yeah, this year was a little setback because of some of the dynamics, but we've made consistent progress in the program, and it's a tribute to their hard work. I mean, they've all been great young ladies for the program, great student athletes. Marian's been on a roll since I've known her, and she's going to do great things in life. And Batavia and Rika, both on course to graduate. But so it's really been a wonderful experience having the opportunity to coach them. Like I said, my goal has always been to have good people that play basketball well, and they have really done that for me.
And I think it's going to be huge coming off this season to go into next season to see the growth of some of the players that you have here in the stable already. We look at what Ebony did in this tournament. She didn't have the scoring night that she had against FAMU. She had 23 against FAMU, struggled to get a shot off a little bit tonight. Then you have the players like Quenisha Leonard, who really turned back into what we saw at the beginning of the year. later in the year. Then we have players like Tamara Majette, who has talent outside of this world, but didn't have it as a freshman this year to get on the floor and play the minutes that we probably would have liked. Adding Ray back to the mix, plus whatever you bring in. Talk a bit about the future and how this program is going.
Well, I'm really encouraged about the future. I think, like you said, those returning players coming back. So I feel real good about the future. Like you say, with Q and Ray and Jasmine and Ebony and all those young players getting better, I think our future is really, really bright.
Coach, we thank you for your time today. Final score 78-47. The Spartans fall 7-22 on the year. I know it's not the season that you wanted to have, but again, every day we pretty much got better, and you saw some growth, especially at the end of the season. I know you're happy about that.
And I am happy about that. And then to their defense, they gave so much yesterday. I think literally we ran out of gas a little bit, but. And then the key is that, and I told them, when you get to the tournament and you're playing, consistency is the key. And that's one thing we're going to have to focus on for next year. During the regular season as well as the tournament, we're going to have to be a lot more consistent.
Coach, we'll see you next year on the NSUSpartans.com. After ball games, we'll also see you. Hopefully we'll wrap up the season on NSUSpartans.com with the Spartan Sideline report coming up soon as well.
Certainly.
Thank you. That's Coach Debra Clark from Marian Brooks. I'm Ross Gordon. The Spartans fall 78-47. You are watching NSUSpartans.com.